I've been putting on my fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't wanna be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest but I'm not. I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down. Cause honestly, don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you.
So today we are going to a very special place. It's a travel day. We are going to Harry Potter and Fish and Chip Land. If you guessed London, you were right.
You excited to be on a plane?
Yes.
What are you going to do on the plane?
Math.
That's exciting.
That is not exciting.
What are you going to do on the plane, Largo?
Play and read and do schoolwork.
What are you going to do on the plane?
That sounds depressing. I like the play part, but that schoolwork, ugh. It is a Wednesday, right? I am going to do research about the Camino since we have no idea where we're hiking, how we're hiking, or anything.
Do we know what you're doing in London?
No. No, I have some idea of that, but I can't research that on the plane because I don't have internet.
Today we are flying Ryanair. It's our first time flying on any type of European regional airline, and there's a little bit of anticipation as to whether our bags are going to make it inside. They've been notoriously strict on baggage allowances.
So we went online last night, we measured our bags. I think we met all the requirements, or fingers crossed. Let's hope we don't have to dump some clothes or a bag or whatnot here in Toulouse before we head to UK.
I'm 19E. What about you?
I think I'm 19C.
Okay. So either mom's 19D or somebody's in between us.
Yep. You want to sit next to me? What's your favorite game to play on an airplane, Largo?
I spy my little eye in the clouds.
What's the best thing you've ever seen in the clouds?
Clouds.
Clouds.
Like a bird. Most often I only see bird, ocean, and some other stuff.
I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Okay, we're gonna need to get some things out of your bag. It's in the outside pouch. Put this around, do something I don't want you to do.
So with a flight like this, essentially what happens is this. The kids, they get mostly school time. There's not a lot of rest on this because it is a weekday. There's still a lot of school happening. Jessica's reading up on the Camino, and quite frankly, I'm exhausted. So I'm getting to sleep time now. I know. I'm not pulling my weight at this point, but I'm tired.
Someone has to plan for the Camino while you nap.
I know.
For a while, oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I can be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated if I listen to my heart.
We have arrived. Avalon,
I'm ready for fish and chips.
are you fully equipped and ready to go out and get into your British adventure?
Of course I am. Why is it my British adventure? You guys are here too.
I don't know. Because it's something we need to tell you.
Oh, sure. I would not.
You're British.
Oh, I wish.
I think there's a little piece of you that is.
What do you think about Ryanair? Do you like it?
It was good.
Yeah, what was the best part about Ryanair?
They didn't really have a best part. No movies, no reclining chairs.
I know what the best part is.
What?
We didn't crash. That's always my best part of the airplane.
So quick thoughts on Ryanair was, it's another flight.
Yeah, I mean, it was bare bones. I mean, the seats, it was what, a 2-hour flight? The seats
2-hour
didn't
flight.
recline. You had to pay for food.
There's actually more overhead space because people don't pay for the overhead space.
Right.
So you weren't racing to
and
get
they're
it up
not
on top.
clogging up the aisle with the drink and snack cart because people don't buy them.
Right.
I mean, it's fine for a short hop. I would not want to be on an airline like that if we were saying flying to India because I do like to recline my seat and eat and not pay for it. So, but I think it was fine.
It was well worth the value.
I mean, I think the most important thing is to recognize that they have these restrictions and measure your bags and all that stuff before you go so that you don't have any surprises of the charges.
Yeah, but we're in London, and these kids, although they don't look excited, they're pretty excited.
Are you
Right, guys?
tired?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm ready to see the hotel.
Me too.
Tired.
Off on the train.
Wait.
good news and bad news. The good news is we had so much fun in the Moroccan desert that our cameras are full of sand. And the bad news is we have to shoot with this Canon, which I'm shooting on right now, Canon G7X, which is a fantastic camera, but we have several other cameras to use. We have to shoot solely with this one for our entire time in London because I have to drop the other 2 cameras off at the camera cleaning store, and it takes 5 to 7 business days. So, I'm in London! I can't believe it. All right, so here's the deal. 26 years ago, I spent a semester in university here in London. I haven't been back since. And that's sad to me because that experience had a profound effect on the way I chose to live my life, how I viewed other cultures and people and ways of life, and how my vision of normal changed. And I don't know, I'm just gonna absorb all these emotions and let it unfold this week, guys, but I'm so happy to be here. I cannot believe it's taking me 26 years to get back here. So I'm really happy to be back in this city, and I don't know, I just have to let the week unfold, you know? It's a little windy here today. I'm hoping the guys at the camera store are gonna say to me, you know what? We follow your vlog and we want you to be able to use your camera. So we're gonna turn it around in one day. What do you guys think? A bit overzealous? All right, here we are. Fixation. Let's keep our fingers crossed. I'm feeling good about this, even though I can't seem to find the door.
Thanks very much.
Okay, so we are at fixation and they are gonna clean both of these in time for us to take with us on the Camino and before we leave London. So I'm very happy. I'm gonna miss them for a week, but we'll make do with what we have to get them clean. Yes!
We're taking off, guys. We're going to adventure just a little bit today. Where are we going, Jess?
Going to the Museum of Science.
We're going to the Museum of Science for the day.
I know where we're going. I know where we're going. I do.
Our first full day in London, and we're not leaving the hotel room till about 3 in the afternoon. We got school, we got work, we got editing videos. I'm only using the small camera because that's all we have. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge because, I don't know, I'm just used to this big monster in my hand. Where are we going?
We're getting on a double decker bus. I'm so excited, so excited, so excited. Ready?
I think the kids are about to explode.
I'm about to explode. I'm so excited to be back in London.
I've been high, I've been low, I've been chasing all the things I never had before, all the way down by the river. I found a place where I can drown the old you.
We are at the Museum of Science, and all the museums are free, but there's always a suggested donation. And so the suggested donation for here is £5 per person. We typically follow the suggestion, although right now we're not going to because we only have under 2 hours to be in the museum before they close, so we're going to give a little less. We could stay here for a month. Okay, you want to figure out where you want to go first?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you get to experience the wonders of a death band.
It looks like a miracle. It looks like a miracle. Look at my hand.
How fast can you go? This place is amazing. It is the Science Museum of London, and are you dizzy? Because I think I'm about to be dizzy. This is a lot of fun. Hold on for dear life, Largo. London day of exploration. Today's our London day of learning. Today's our London day of being a tourist. We're on a tour. We're on an audio tour, and today's audio tour is brought to you by our friends called Rick Steve and his audio guide. It is an amazing walking tour that you can go on. You can put on headphones and...
I have several crushes. My first crush is always on Will, but second up there and third and whatever is Rick Steve.
That is so weird.
That
is so weird.
I have a travel crush? That's not
you know
weird,
what? I
right?
like Roseanne Barr. Take that. All right? I have no idea what you're talking
He's
about.
he's cool, right?
We are.
Woo! See, even that. We are on one of his walking tours right now, and so far we're just barely into it, but it's great.
Right, so the goal today is to witness London in terms of its historical presence, see all of the monuments, check out sort of what a tourist would see on a normal day. We're not very good at being tourists, by the way. We don't like to see what everyone wants to see.
Since no one here invited us to dinner, we have to do this. So. Mine froze.
It's a really good audio guide. He's your boyfriend, huh? Why don't you give him a call?
It's technology. It's technology. It's not Rick's fault, or Ricky, as I like to call him.
So the tour we went on was all about Westminster and Whitehall Road, all of government, Parliament, everything else.
And we started at Big Ben and came all the way to Trafalgar Square.
If you're into like national monuments and learning about how government works and how all the buildings are erected and who lived where and what and why and how they ruled, this was good.
I think it was good because it took us about an hour and a half because we stopped. It says an hour on the audio tour. And it's a little kind of Cliff Notes version. And then if you want something deeper, different places offer longer tours. It can, get you a little more information about the monuments and the sites.
So Rick Steve's audio tour was...
Alright, cool.
Really?
Thumbs up?
Yeah.
You liked it?
Yeah.
All right.
We should do more of those, right?
Maybe.
Did you have a favorite spot we stopped at that you learned something really neat?
London Eye.
You like the London Eye?
Yeah, but I also like the Winston Churchill statue that has like the current going through. That's so interesting for me.
I think that's really neat and very progressive. I'm salivating at this point. We have entered Borough Market for a variety of food. I'm hunting down fish and chips. It's gonna be our first fish and chips here. Let's go.
So what makes fish and chips so incredibly good, Largo? We don't know.
Ollie's eating a pretzel.
Well, you guys have been talking about it like all day long.
Look at the line. That's a good sign. There's a line.
What are you guys gonna have?
I think we decide on beer batter fish and chips. Yeah. This one says National Fish and Chip Awards. Proud winner. This is a good sign, and there's a long line. That's a good sign too, right? Here's the portion. It's big. You want to split it with me? Okay, so you're gonna split it with me too? Okay. Let's do fish and chips in the beer batter. And 2 orders. What do you think, Largo? Delicious?
Oh, don't eat all of it in one bite now.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone's just sitting down, hopping on a piece of sidewalk, enjoying their food. What do you guys think?
I think we're gonna need another order. It's so good. We're watching a cooking demo right now at World Market, a live one. I hope they call us up on stage and try something.
If it boils for longer than a minute, you can really end up with something which is like eating rubber.
You sure you have enough food, Jess?
I haven't had berries since last summer, I think, so it's so good. So we dropped the kids at the cooking show.
And they're captivated.
They're a sucker for a good cooking show, and Will and I are wandering around the Borough Market alone for a little bit now, fascinated of course, and realizing that we can't buy too much because we're staying in a hotel and nothing will last until we get back to France. But we can fantasize about what we would cook with the 85 different kinds of mushrooms we just saw.
So the question is, could you have lived here?
I did live here.
Well, could you live here now with kids? With this market like this, look at this place.
Okay, so here's Here's my thoughts on it right now. When I lived here, I was 19, I had no responsibility, and I was in school, and it was a different time in life. Could I live here now? I could. I like it here. I think it's too Western for our taste at this point in our life, and too expensive.
I agree.
It's a cool city, and I love the free museum, so I think financially, we could make it work, but it'd be tight. And then we'd have no money to do anything else. So I say no. I love it, but I say no. Okay, I'll take a little piece of that.
There's a line of people behind you, Jess.
I know. I'm holding up the shop here. Don't tell the kids. That's all for me.
So we're crisscrossing and traversing this city like 15 times over, and our oyster cars are taking quite a beating. Alan, where to next?
Where are we going, Abs? You're in charge.
Knightsbridge and then Harrods.
What's going on there?
Mom wanted to go.
I want to sit
Well, I
down.
guess we're not going there because Mom really didn't want to go. Someone wanted to see Paddington Bear.
Love
Do that.
So what are we excited about for Harrods?
Paddington Bear.
And who's Paddington Bear?
This bear that they made a movie about. They made 2 movies about it.
Let's see. Oh, afternoon tea. As you guys have heard me say a million times, I'm not one for department store shopping or big box stuff.
Nobody is.
But Harrods,
Nobody is.
the Peanut Gallery, Harrods is a cool place. And I personally have great memories when I lived here. This place is gorgeous at Christmas. It smells Christmas, it looks Christmas, it feels Christmas. It is just
And it's right here, so let's go.
And I
inside.
know it's not Christmas right now, but we're gonna go have high tea here. Let's go.
The kids are waiting.
Let's go.
Let's go. Where are we going, Jess?
I don't know.
This place is insane.
Is that not what I was supposed to say?
No, that's pretty much right. Where are we going?
High tea.
High tea, afternoon tea, fourth floor, Georgian restaurant, sir.
We might be too fancy for high tea, I don't know.
Oh, come on, you never say that. Never say that, madam. First,
Thank you so much.
have a good one, sir.
Thank you.
It's like amazing here, just trying to find the escalator.
Seriously, Mom?
We want to spend money, people. Come on.
No, we don't. Stop it. Don't
They're not
say
going to
that.
give us that tea for free. Well,
They just might. This may be a little above our price range, guys.
42 euros.
What? Euros or pounds?
I mean pounds.
No way. Is that for all 4 of us, or do we all share one glass of tea?
We all share one glass of tea.
No way.
Would that be weird?
You know how much that is in dollars?
I don't know. What do you smell? The Georgian afternoon tea, 42 pounds. Choice of Harrods tea from our selection. A selection of freshly prepared finger sandwiches. My gosh, I look like a teacher pointing to this.
How much for just coffee?
Why are you yelling?
Basically, what we want to do is this. She wants tea, but everyone else just stuffed their faces. So, is that okay?
Yes, of course.
All right.
All right, come here. So Avalon is now making her entrance fully into today's vlog because the spotlight is on her. She is having high tea while the rest of us drink dirty water. I'm just kidding. What kind did you get, Avalon?
I got, wait, let me think. It was
Is it chamomile?
black currant and hibiscus.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. Is it good? Mm-hmm. What? Uh-oh, you're missing something.
What?
You're missing something.
What?
Think about it when you drink your tea. You just told me you could get used to this. What do you do when you drink your tea?
Biscuits!
No.
You drink it?
Little finger.
no,
Little finger.
no, I don't
Tip
do
that little finger up, Az. You don't do that?
I
Does it look cute? I haven't had high tea in the last time I was here, 26 years ago, so.
So if you were a 13-year-old girl hanging out in London,
Like I am right
like
now.
you are right now, and you had something else you want to add to this day, let's see here, beyond the fish and chips, beyond the wonderful berries,
That's easy. I would want to go to the Harry Potter studio tour.
I don't think we can do that. It's kind of sold out.
All right, today's the big day. The unveiling of Avalon's Hermione hair. How long have you had those braids in?
Like 2 months.
2 months, wow. And what's your plan after the show tonight? What are you gonna do with your hair?
Wash it.
Wash it? Largo, what's your role in this operation? Are you making sure they're doing it correctly?
Chief player.
What's happening today?
We're going to see Harry Potter and the First Child.
Are we excited?
Yeah.
So just you and Largo going, Daddy and I are gonna work. Do you think it's gonna be scary at all?
I know there's a part where Voldemort comes onto the stage, like through the audience. I'm afraid Laura's gonna be afraid of that, but.
This is a really creepy building. You sure you want to go in without us?
Stop it.
Look at it. It looks creepy.
Sure it does.
And the nest, oh my gosh.
Come on, Laura.
Okay, so what's going on?
I'm going to the show.
Did you not think that was gonna happen?
No, I didn't.
So here's what's happening. Essentially, today was supposed to be a kid's magical day by themselves. They were gonna hold each other's hand, they would keep each other company. There is a legal policy for the theater that no kids under 15 can go in unaccompanied. I get it, okay? We have to buy a ticket. Jessica's not a fan of the show. You always wanted to see the show.
Not really.
Yes, you did.
It's okay. I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
You're going to the play, Jess.
I'm going to the play. I don't like the circumstances that surrounded me.
You sound a little happier now than you were back at the box office.
I was super mad in the box office. I know you guys think I'm always happy and whatever, but I was really mad. I have a 14-year-old and a 10-year-old who are quite capable of sitting in a theater alone for 3 hours, and my mind was just going bonkers that they had this policy. Now that I've had a couple of minutes, or maybe half an hour to kind of let it simmer a bit, I understand policies are in place. I think the bigger issue here is not to be mad at the theater, but why does the theater have these policies in place? Because obviously they've had experiences in the past. So what are we doing as a community and as parents that we're not raising children to have the ability to be in a theater for 3 hours alone, or that we're not trusting as adults and people who put these policies into place that children can sit in a theater alone for 3 hours and watch a show? And that's a bigger issue for me, and not one I'm going to solve right now because I'm preparing to go see Harry Potter and I got to go buy a cape or something, or a wand, but something that we should all definitely think about. So what are you going to do while we're at the show?
We're at a pub. We're in London. I'm gonna work. This is exciting.
Sure. You expect us to believe that?
See that right there? I got the royal wedding right up top there, and then there's gallons and gallons and gallons of coffee right behind that bar over there.
Do you think you'll get 2 videos out tomorrow, since you're going to have 12 hours to edit?
It depends on how much coffee I drink. So hours and hours of waiting has now finally come.
Hours. It's been 45 minutes.
It's been a long time that we've been waiting, haven't we?
No, it's been 45 minutes.
But how many people are waiting behind you now?
I don't know.
Like about 2,000? Do you think?
You're the first ones in. Are you so excited? Your mom's embarrassing you, isn't she? Embarrassing mom, embarrassing mom. Largo, you excited?
You're up one floor.
Any last thoughts, Largo?
It'll be cool.
It'll be cool. How about you, Abs? It already looks amazing. See, we've got a quarter left. What do we think?
I don't want it to be done.
I don't either. Would you highly recommend it, Largo?
I would highly recommend it. I could watch this movie over and it's not a movie. Play over and over and over again for the rest of my life, and I would never get bored.
So, my plan for our initial couple of days in London, the first couple, was to take the kids around all the spots I used to visit and where I lived and all this stuff.
Didn't
but
end up happening.
No, because I think that would have been boring for them. So now we're doing all kinds of fun stuff they want to do, and I think it's working out. What do you guys think?
It's totally working out.
Awesome. So tell me, favorite ending part?
All of it?
I need you to tell me the last half hour I fell asleep.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
It's late.
No, you didn't.
I did. You can tell me on the tube.